got a question saying, what is the meaning of life? I have no idea.
Do things that make you happy. Live your life because life is short. Love the people around you. Just
stop hating.
Yes.
Stop the hate.
Yeah.
Be a good person.
Make
Love
a difference.
God.
Make a difference in this world and just be you.
I know.
That's it.
And that is the meaning of life.
There we go.
What is your favorite thing about medical school in Miami?
Beaches. We literally live 10 minutes away.
Yeah. I don't really go to the beach though.
Me neither. I do
But
sometimes.
I love the food. Like Miami has such an amazing culture. There's always something to do. You can go out and wear what you want. Like everybody's so just free here. That's what I really like about it.
What techniques help in studying for farm and biomechanics? Biomechanics, the Simmons book, textbook. Siebel.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
And then for biomechanics 1, PowerPoints.
I feel like even like it could have helped in
Yeah.
biomechanics.
For sure.
If we had used Siebel in the first one, I think it would have helped. But we didn't. But you should if you can.
Yeah, Siebel's like a program text or whatever, so it repeats pretty much the same things over and over. You have to fill in the blanks until you get it, so that helps a lot. You remember everything pretty much.
Yes, on big picture, main concept, biomechanics stuff. For farm, it's a lot of drugs. And then every drug has its side effect. Every drug has like a specific function. Every drug has its own like more beneficial for whatever group.
They're all bad though.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna come out being scared. Like right now I'm so scared of taking anything because of those side effects. Like it's bad.
Learning the names was really, really hard.
And I will insert a funny farm joke here.
Phenolalaminum, or is it phenobutyrolaminum? Yeah, starts with a P. Is it phenylephrine? I don't know.
Perfect moment for me to share this beautiful farm moment with you all.
Yeah, we struggled learning those names.
I still do.
Yeah.
They literally make no sense. And they all sound alike.
Yes.
So you learn this one starts with an S, but it ends with an IBL, whatever. It's interesting.
Some groups will have common endings, but that's not the case for all of them. And then again, every drug in that group will have its specific side effect that you need to remember. It's a lot, so it's just reiterating over and over and over. Again, I just started trying to use Quizlet, and it was a little helpful because we had exams back to back, so I feel like if I do use it earlier, it would be more beneficial, but yeah.
I like to rewrite stuff.
Yeah.
And start early.
And now we have more questions from their Instagrams.
What is the best way to study for finals?
Ooh, finals is rough.
I don't think there's any best way to study for finals.
You just kind of wing it. I mean, you go with what feels right. I don't know.
Like every time we go into finals, I don't even know what to do. So I don't know what to say.
You spend like a
You just
whole 2
figure it
days
out.
panicking.
Yeah.
And then you go from there.
But try not to. Try not to spend time panicking because that's time that you waste.
Yeah.
And time is very limited, even though it's unavoidable because you have so many exams back to back that it's like, okay, I have this test. Oh my gosh, I have a test tomorrow that I haven't even studied for. For me, like it's really hard to study for a test that I know is coming very soon and also study for something else that's past it. Like I get more nervous when I'm like, I'm not even prepared for this test and I have to look at this. So it's rough because it's like such short time between them, but I like to focus like on one thing mainly. And if I can fit little things that don't take up too much time, I'll try to.
Just do it.
Make sure you sleep. Self-care during finals week is very important. You can't like starve yourself. You can't not sleep. You can't, because then you'll function way
sure you eat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
By our last final,
Oh my God,
I
I felt
remember
so
being
sick.
so sick. I was literally like,
I know.
during the final, do
And
not
my
do that
first
to
year,
yourself.
it was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I didn't want to eat, but like my body
Right.
Yeah.
didn't
No
want to take
appetite.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was hard.
I got so sick my
I
first
know.
semester.
It was bad.
Try to relax
Mhm.
and just do it. You can do it.
Yes, you can. You can do it.
What was your timeline from your decision to pursue podiatry to acceptance into podiatry school?
So I applied. Well, I had graduated college and still didn't even decide to do podiatry until after graduating college. I was working in a hospital and became aware because I didn't really even know about the profession. So once I became aware, I started shadowing and like immediately fell in love with it. So I decided to apply. I was still not early, but still in time to apply. I think I applied around January, something like that. I started interviewing in February. Then I got accepted shortly after, and I finished like my gap year with a big bang by like taking a trip. If you're currently in a gap year right now, make sure you enjoy this time off.
Yes.
Because your time goes out the window. So yeah, that was my timeline.
So I took a whole year gap, and I think I applied literally a month before that deadline, and then I got accepted very fast. I didn't do much. I was playing basketball that whole year, and I kind of knew I wanted to do podiatry because I was always around podiatry because of basketball. I just fell in love. It's more, I don't know what to say though. Hold on, cut.
Like it fit.
Yeah, it fit. Going back. Hello, we're back. It fit. That was the right word.
Yeah.
It just fit.
Yeah.
So
That's how I felt too.
yeah.
As soon as I shouted, I was like, this is
I
perfect.
know, and I just feel like people need to know more about
Yeah.
podiatry because there's so many things we can do that people don't know, and sucks that people don't know, and we get to know. So I hope this video and all Gabriela's video encourage you guys
Yes.
to try podiatry.
My story is a little different because I was in a master's program and I wasn't really sure if I was going to finish the program or if I was just going to go ahead and apply. So I did it really last minute because I had actually spoken to a family member who was a podiatrist, and I kind of found out a little bit more and I started doing my research, and it happened really, really quickly for me. I shadowed, I fell in love with it, and I was like, all right, I can finish this master's or I can go for it. And I actually applied after the deadline. So I was immediately waitlisted, but they called me the next day and were like, all right, you're off the wait list. If you want to take the spot, just take it. And I was like, all right, this is like destiny right here.
Yeah.
So it happened really quickly.
Definitely look into it because it's worth it.
I have another question. This one is more about anatomy lab. And this person asked if we were afraid of the cadavers.
Well, we're TAs for anatomy, so not really.
But you know, at first, I remember this day. This is actually how we're all
I
like,
do
really
remember.
close now.
Yes.
We were in the same lab group, and I was absolutely terrified. Stephanie was terrified. I don't remember. I think you were excited.
I mean, I was like, I don't know. Internally, I was like, oh wow, like this is really gonna happen. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna cut into this body. But it was never like a fear.
Yeah,
Um,
I wasn't that terrified.
Yes.
The thing is that
Well, she was the first one that cut into the body.
And I was shocked because she was.
But I was terrified because I didn't want to see his
Yes.
face.
Mm.
But I was
That makes a difference.
before I was already exposed to cadavers, so I wasn't that scared. But I just didn't want to see his face.
Yeah.
That's what terrified me because there was nothing to cover.
I think that was the worst. Like when the sheet comes
I
off,
know.
at first you're like, it kind of takes your breath away. But
And I
after
really
a while,
thought Jana was gonna cry. I really did. No,
I was not
remember.
gonna cry.
Because
I
you
just-
were very scared. Like you were like, I don't want to do this.
I was like,
And
I
who would have
don't
thought?
know.
She's a TA.
Yeah.
You get used. After a while, it
I
becomes
know.
alright.
It's like whatever.
You
But
know?
that's the scary part. Like
Yeah.
how used to it you become.
Yeah.
Because now we'll just go to anybody and be like, okay, we need to dissect this. And it's
Yeah.
like, Because at the same time, you appreciate the fact that people did like donate their bodies, and that's what it's meant for. So if you look at it in that light, I think the only time that I got like really freaked out was when we were dissecting the face, because I don't know, we had to like saw. I won't get into details, but
That was fun though.
Yeah. You'll enjoy it. That's not something to be afraid of.
it's a learning experience.
It is.
You're learning the body, and it's a great opportunity, and we're thankful for the cadavers. So
And make sure you use it. Don't be the student standing on the side that doesn't want to do anything. You won't learn. I promise you will not learn.
dissecting is the best way to learn your anatomy.
Literally.
What are good stats for podiatry school? So,
Good stats.
yeah, I guess what about you would make you the ideal candidate for medical school?
There was in undergrad there was someone who said like you could have so many things on your resume, just like have all those check boxes. There's no list that you can check off. They just said that like if you had a hobby or like something like an activity that you were part of that you showed that you were consistent in, like consistency, I think that that's really important. Like if you were part of a group or you volunteered somewhere, like showing that you did that throughout a certain amount of time, through the hours that you dedicated, like that can be really important. And it's not always like numerical.
Be genuine, be yourself, because they feel that. And their questions, if you come in and you're genuinely passionate about something outside of podiatry also, they like love to ask you questions about that. They want to know your personality. They get excited almost like, oh, there's someone different.
Yeah.
And they start asking you questions that make you more comfortable. And your interview will go great if you have something to talk about.
So that concludes the questions. Thank you so much for tuning in and submitting those questions. And thank you, ladies, for doing these with me. This was a very nice video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, bye.
And subscribe, stupid.
Oh.